Hello again, it's Priscilla Batzell in Spring Hill, Florida at Expressionist Art Studio Gallery. Welcome to my leftover paint, which is nothing more than white every other layer of some pink and some purple and mostly black. And what I'm going to do now is add some more colors that I want in there and use the whole pour cup for a ribbon dribble. I'm going to put a little white in there again because the white usually disappears. I'm not so sure it's going to happen this time. I don't use enough of that copper. I want some really odd color combinations, and I'm getting them. I have a color shifting orange that I think came from Masterminds, which I don't use enough of, and I might want to use more of that if it turns out well. I'm going to put a thin coat of paint onto 10 by 20 inch canvas in a moment, right here. And I'm going to not be too tempted this time by putting black and white on there. I don't know how thin that's going to be. That looks like a substantial amount of paint. This is my OXO omelet turning spatula. It's available on my Amazon link under Show More underneath the video on list number 1. It's about $10. It's the best paint spreading tool you're going to come across. I know quite a few of you are just starting out, and hopefully you're getting a chance to see my videos because I don't do things like everybody else does, which may not be true in this particular video because my intention, and you can see stuff in the paint when you, the Floetrol often has what I call boogers in it, and it's nice to be able to remove those. Now, there is a copious amount of paint on here, which will make paint I add to it flow more easily, and I'm going to take advantage of that instead of trying to get it off. I'm going to knock off all the paint on my spatula. I'm going to use my studio rag, which is damp, and cleans the spatula really quickly so that the paint doesn't dry on it. You don't want to come back and find your spatula is covered with dried paint because it's really not that easy to get off. I have edge catchers, which are previously used, and that one's kind of cool. Maybe I don't want to use that one. But I will hold those up to the edge of the canvas when I want to tilt. I'm going to take my paints out of the way because I don't need them in my way. Trying harder every day to find a way to make that work out. I'm going to move my straw and other things that are under my edge catcher. I'm going to take my beautiful paint, and I'm not going to pour it from this point or that point, and I am going to loop. That thing's got to go. Wait. I see you, thing. Tweezers, pair of tweezers, invaluable. Because you can never get everything out. And I work outside, so bugs land, and it's nice to be able to pull them out. So I love that orange in there. So much for overlapping ribbon dribbles. And it's raining again, which is always lucky for me. So I'm going to leave whatever paint is in the bottom there. And we're going to play with what we have. And maybe this will be just really simple, and that would be okay with me. The white paint won't probably show. You can hardly see it between the layers. I'm going to let all that paint fall down to the bottom and pool. And I think this time, usually I would flow it back into the artwork, but this time I'm going to let it rest there. And I'm going to take my OXO omelet turning spatula. I'm going to take that paint, and I'm going to put it right back on the canvas. Anywhere I feel I want to. And I can pretty much almost completely clean off that edge catcher. So it's ready to use again. Probably a quick wipe from my cloth would do the same thing. I'm going to get paint on it right now anyway. And I'm going to have a quick look and see what I like here. And what I like here is the wonderful color shifting color. So I'm going to give myself just a little bit of that. I'm going to blow it around. I'm going to use my finger to tap whatever starts to fall over the side. I'm going to check and see if I want to do anything else. Now, I could at this point torch, but I kind of want some more of that color. And I want some more of this other color, which is color shifting pinky purple. It's not coming out. different bottle. Okay, it'll come out now. It'll come out with a little Floetrol. Alright, so I don't know if I want to lose all that negative white space, but I'm going to try and tilt down one more time. I'm going to give it a little bit of a diagonal. Any paint that goes on my edge catcher, I can either flow back into the artwork by tilting it back the other way, or I can take it off like I just did. And I don't mind doing that so much just because then I can put it where I want it. That looks like it's getting a little bit mauve or a little bit tan colored, and I'm not sure about it. I think I want to take the paint that's on my tile and put it back in here. Grab a little more of the pink, a little more of the... Oh, I'm going to throw some color shift. I was. Got to shake your paints. I use a marble in all of my paints. So the bottles that I use have a top that's big enough to help me access those marbles. I also have long spoons, which I cleaned up my studio and lost. But I will find them and share them with you, and I want to do a process with them too. What else do I want in there? I want the copper with that color shifting orange by Masterminds, I believe it is, which was a Michaels product. Now there is a little bit of Floetrol that came out of one of the bottles first, but as long as there's other paint, I threw all my spatulas in the bucket, so now I don't have one. I'm going to wipe that one off so I can use it. I'm going to let that paint go. Put my edge catcher on my surface, my work surface. A lot of the paint that's flowed already won't need to keep flowing. I kind of like that spiral down there. But I also want some paint to flow to that edge. And I'm watching where it's going as it's going there. There's a wave of paint that leads the paint that you're flowing at the front of it. And if you watch it and you tip your canvas, in time you'll gain some kind of control over it. So this was just really fast and kind of cool. And I'm not sure I'm done with it. That's the only thing. So I'm just going to go ahead and not worry about what methods I'm combining. And you can see that the black makes tremendous cells. When it's agitated or mixed or melded with the white. And I think that's an improvement. So that's also going to help me cover that edge. I'm going to use my finger with whatever's on it. While there's a heavy layer of paint, you can just tap on your edges and things will mix nicely for the most part. I'm going to use a little white over there. Hopefully you can still see me. And when you have a color above, like that color shifting orange, just put a little bit of that right on the edge of your canvas and let it fall down over. And tap it in place with your finger. So we haven't torched. What's going to happen? That's just basically, you know, the original accidental art. Which is fun sometimes. And I often will add chain in. I'm not going to do that this time. And I am looking for bamboo skewer, but I've got tons of them in front of me if I just grab one. And if I have something I want to make more interesting in the design, I can just pull it out. That's what I was looking for right there. Not getting too vehement about changing things. I'm sure if I stuck my big ball chain in here or a basting brush, modify it. I pull out most of the bristles, leave one row left. That would be cool too, but I'm not feeling the need to do that right now, just because I like this as it is. So I'm going to torch and tell you guys, if you share my videos, it helps me out. If I could get you to give me a thumbs up every time, it helps me out. See, the cells are all popping. There is no silicone in my paint mixtures. My paint pouring recipe is below the video. I do use GAC 800 by Golden in all of my mixed colors because it keeps the heavy paint from cracking, which I really appreciate. I like to leave my paint heavy and not have to overly flow it or flow it off the canvas. I love those cells, were a massive improvement. They just really make things really cool. I kind of want some more black. I don't want a lot though. So I'm hoping that I don't do anything really stupid, but I am going to mix those in before I torch too long. Yeah, that's not bothering me. I kind of like it. And then I'll just drag the bamboo skewer in. It's a weird day. It's sunny and raining at the same time right now. I can hear it on the canopy. Alright, so I like that. And I kind of want to do the same thing right there. Hopefully you can see where right there is. And if you can't, I will push it up into place right now. And use the straw, because that definitely makes the cells pop. And just tap the rest into place down on that edge where it's missing. Put my straw someplace it won't get dipped into paint. Tell you guys I love you. There's almost 85,000 of you. It's kind of hard to get the rest of you there, but we're at 84,700 something. Almost 84,800. So check my playlists on my channel for 11 genres like swipes and scapes and orbs and balloon rolls and chain pulls and gardens. You name it, 11 of them are there. Some pretty cool stuff. And 9 lists, the last one being populated by videos I add when I add them right now. But the other 8 have 100-ish in them. And these are different colors, and I really like this, and I think it's going to dry beautifully. And I want to invite you guys to Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Appreciation Group on Facebook for students, or Expressionist Art Studio Gallery Fans and Collectors for fans and collectors on Facebook. And I do sell my artwork, so if you look under the video, you'll find my email at the top of the description. I think it might be under Show More, but it's still there. And you can inquire about the prices and whatever else you want, and I'll send you a copy of the picture for you to look at more closely, the dry version usually. And I think I said I give private lessons in the studio at the house, but I'm not sure. Check your notifications. Look at the YouTube help page. If you can't seem to get them back, complain. That's all I can say. Just complain, because it's worked for somebody. And I love you guys. Thank you for all the wonderful comments you give me all the time. I love this painting, actually, even though it's accidental. I'm good with it. Thank you for the contributions. If you are interested in winning, or if you're the prize drawing winner of this month's drawing that's that's at the beginning of the 3rd week of January 2020, you can find the prizes that are going to be shown on the end screens on the video. It's an 18 by 24 inch exhibition of 70 paintings. Yeah, I'm backwards right now. But PayPal and Patreon, the links are on my channel header and also underneath the video. It's a $10 minimum to get in the contest, but people seem to be happy with it. You could win a copy of my book or a calendar or one of 5 10 by 20 paintings, and there's only one choice, and then there's another 2 paintings that are flower gardens that are 8 by 10s. I love you guys. I'll see you anon. Here comes the rain. Bye for now. Priscilla out. Love you guys. See you soon. Check the community board for tomorrow's posting of video. I'm here every day. Check me out. Love you. Bye.